Your friend of Pem Cyber companion Saboa Queni. I am back home because I'm back home. But let me just say, I do unyame kesi chrome with Osofo Kojo Benstil. Answer TV near Mr. When you sham Haiti, it didn't come with sham saying incense need 2 pounds on just say, the dear woman, Minister of Kojo Benstil, and I shall have say. I grow in Yako. Ho, any if you can see him. The Patrosun Sumudi, Bazumun Coma, Honey Dinankasa. I see a poor libation near Paul. Yeah, mamma near ye, na 18 na die, who was in your tassy. Tine, minute Osofo Kojo Benstil, 18 como. Now, young commodine in anum, F.R. And near my was set ye shannon so, yen a num sumuno. No, me a fasting, almost fasting, can I say that ye? I assume a bit dicey, but then you go deeper into it. The man, for the moment, the man to speak about this, as of Kojo Benstil. Me no can say, Onyamekesi Krom, 100 days. Food unkahu,
no cook food.
No cook food. Over here, watermelon, be what I say, flax seeds, be near the home. Tine, you been away, me so, me and I mean, you look at me, and yes, I'm ketwa, and you didn't come. Get ready. All the tricks you need for this body to come back to life, so that spiritually, be your home, they know, a home company. We come over, then Osofo Kojo Benstil didn't come on. With my fasting, be Nemo, sanity.
The best way to start a new year is to ensure you are in charge of the new year. Hago. Listen, I'm excited for what I'm about to say. I'm super excited about this because it's an atmosphere that will definitely change your life and definitely impact your life. What am I talking about? Let me just go straight to the point. I'm talking about a big Aquas today. It's one of the amazing gatherings that we have in this amazing place on Onyamekesi Krom. There's our paradise we're building for you and I and our brothers and sisters scattered across the face of the earth, and of course our African brothers and sisters scattered across the continent. I'm excited to announce to you the big Aquas today. This big Aquas today is definitely going to change your life. You heard it? Big. So it's definitely going to be big. There's an atmosphere where we honor all our ancestors. There's an atmosphere where we honor all our gods, all the powers that be. We honor the Creator. We honor the Mother. We honor every single one that makes an impact on our lives. It started from the Monday, 1st of January, all the way to Sunday, 7th of January. On the Monday, everyone born on the Monday is about to perform a particular powerful ritual that would cleanse your crack and also activate your elemental energies, okay? So the Mondays are having their rituals, Tuesdays are having, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we climax with a ground finale. Listen, the grand finale is going to be a Deba. The Deba is going to bring all our brothers and sisters scattered across the country, beyond the country. There are surprises in here. I mean, you're already familiar with the Zambuto. Last year, the dead was buried and the dead came alive. This year, you literally saw heads, tongues being cut. From last year's celebration, tongues were cut. This year is going to be something else. Listen, this year is going to blow your mind, and that is definitely something you cannot miss. I'm super excited. Are you excited for the big Aquas today? And of course, we're going to do individual rituals. There's a powerful ritual that will happen on the Thursday night in the sacred forest. Going to spend a night in the sacred forest. It's a powerful ritual designed to impact somebody's life that will definitely help you dominate the year 2024. Are you not excited? Listen, I have to dominate. You see everything that's happening around us with the youths marching down the streets, economy crashing down? Listen, you have to create a niche for yourself. You have to make sure you do the necessary works because nobody is doing it for you. That's why I'm calling everybody to gather in so that we come together, okay? come together and create something for ourselves, because our leaders are definitely failing us. You have to take your life in your hands and ensure that you are totally dominating 2024. I'm excited for the Big Aquis today. It's going to be amazing. Why wouldn't we dominate 2024? This is a gathering to dominate. This is a gathering to dominate. The main agenda is to dominate 2024, ensure that you have an amazing year ahead of you. This is why, you see, the best way to start a new year is to ensure you are in charge of the new year. And on each day from the Monday bonds are going to do their rituals. We're going to do your cross cleansing, energy activating. The Tuesday bonds are definitely going to do the same all the way to Sunday morning. Sunday morning, we feed every God that is. Every God that has a name, we're mentioning the name. We're invoking that God, and we're definitely feeding that God. We're going to do the fire rituals. Don't forget about that. The fire energy is the energy that brings in the wealth. You want to be part of the fire ritual, spending all night by the fire, giving up certain offerings. You understand? Certain people had to make certain sacrifices to ensure certain levels of wealth come their way. And that's what we're doing at Oyamekesi Krum at the Big Aquis today. There's something you definitely cannot miss. I got a surprise for you. This surprise, you're going to like it. You're definitely going to like it. I got a surprise for you at the grand finale, the Deba. The Deba is going to be amazing. We have everybody coming in from the diaspora, from the African continent. Everybody's pulling in. You know why? Because there's an atmosphere that definitely transforms life. And your life is certainly going to transform. And you're going to see the works that we are doing at Oyamekesi Krum as well. Listen, individual rituals are happening. The Big Aquis today, it doesn't get any bigger than this. Register now. The registration helps us know exactly who is coming and who is not coming, so that we prepare enough. We don't want a situation where people come on the grounds and go like, I wasn't able to get this to eat, I didn't get this to eat, I didn't get that to eat. No, prepare now. Register now. Let us have the registration so we can work on the registration. Are you excited? I'm excited about the Big Aquis today, and this is here to stay. Though we didn't bring the crowd this year, the Big Aquis today will make up for it. I'm super excited to announce the Big Aquis today your way. I can't wait to see you January 1st to January 7th. It's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be life-changing. You're going to see signs and wonders happen right before your eyes. Love you guys. This is Oyamekesi Krum. This is Mikra, and your life is about to change at the Big Aquis today. See you.
Welcome back. So,
Opening.
You share what?
You share. Nana Madaruma.
Yam kesi kunti se me ho yi oba de dia boa me. Yam kesi kunti se.
Nana no me ye noma.
Sa.
Nana me ye noma. Nti ya da o mo ase.
Ene mi hwe sa na ma nana no mo ye no. E no akwesi de.
Akwesi de be openi.
E hwe no akwesi de se nana no mo ye niema.
Akwesi de be. You say yeah used to miracle signs and wonders for sorry them.
Okay.
Nti e feel say a Hong Kong and miracle signs and wonders between me.
Okay.
Akwesi de be. You say akwesi de no there's a way I come from titri asantifono e celebrating no.
Exactly.
By yeno ye pema ko enimu kakra.
Beyond the normal
way you celebrate akwesi de no. We are redefining certain things. You say akwesi de yankasa no, it is not a spiritual thing. No. Akwesi de is a spiritual thing. Akwesi de it's more of a ceremonial thing.
Okay.
Celebrated by specifically the Ashantis to remind themselves of the covenants that they made to keep the Ashanti kingdom. Nti penifone na nanum na ade na mu bua ma Asante kingdom no be Asante kingdom no and one member no more yen on the Akwesi Day.
So we busumi bia no maka omo.
No aka omo. Penifone no mudi omo kwa to wo the major sacrifices omo ye to keep the Ashanti kingdom. Into technically Asante formal celebration kesiye pa. Technically. But over the years, it evolved from the Ashantis just into the Fantis, into the Achems, into Abeya, the entire Akan celebration. Okay. Originally, 9 years ago. So it is not and yet a spiritual thing. It's not a spiritual thing. It is a ceremonial thing. But any ceremonial thing can be weaponized to become a spiritual thing.
Okay.
What do you say? Because it's a ceremony. And every ceremony is to make merry and celebrate.
I think that we need to come out in here. No, I don't know. So far, quite baby.
Eja.
Means Obechia or teacher.
Edikan.
And none more of us all knew.
Edikan.
And you know the Dikan, me here, my class, yes, I said, or more, and a my young son, yet the age or at the end, pay a new in the door. So, Mijana, watch your man, son,
Edikan. Before I make a baby and make sure. Is it secret will make keep it? And one of the reasons why I didn't come out channel because na say young fans say me jina class 1 ya the milk P2. Okay. Intina say me trim who feel normal bebre ho. Wow. And we are make our platforms in our come say teachings and share down papa because na say ya train ho. You feel initial economics me cost 6 months semester omo. 6 months dey kwa some baba. But eventually you do baby I know 2 years in I want to member public. Amambre bi o I say so o kosora no mabu a wo ye me di pia ma wo kosoro nti dikan behind the scenes nipa ba ko a oye me papa ono in can say menya nankas e me say semenya say ye ka Ghana etumu fo mpanifo nyina untumi nsano because amambre no Ghana say ye ka sunsumu sem Ghana nyina obia mfa ne ho ntutu anofo nobody what I say and obia ye ne de but say anofo no ba wonim say bibi sonko omu nyina omu pani no papa togbo yigba togbo ichia togbo mi te kasa na nka oba onte wo kasa oba onte wo kasa ye di nkoma say my son me say daddy kasa na beba nka togbo wherever you are I greet you papa togbo yigba and all the Anglo states. I give them, I salute them, I greet them. Penny for more Anglo state in Toboy Blancasa and then Mama Bate. Mama, I greet you. Mama. Your son is saying hello. And also the Trokovi Hapobo, which literally means Trokovi High Priest in Nara. Which if he a president, Tobo Saji, Bessie a vice president, Tobo Anochi, Bessie all the other Tobos are moving. Hey, Cho, me bought Choa Aziza, the great Aziza. Aziza, I greet you, and of course you call Kleko, each year. Mpenifo mo nyina Togbe Gagli Togbe Fianko mama mo Togbe peni ba ko na ono de yembo ne din rough because michiano and e ko no go po mama ichia omo e ko srem etumi nyinara srem tumi ba ko ono mbedi nkomo ono mekasa oh Tongo, chill. HM fu in Ghana, my muneti. Teacher Ghana, your mammy. Mammy ama. Chill. A mom for name say, to bring you bra, na de Ghana share mammy abransa. Ma Ghana man, abaya Ghana man. They didn't know that. Because if you don't know, you know, Amen is the one that empowered Amma to bring us to Ghana, to lead us to this nation. See, I can't Amen Ra. I need to bring you. And no Lord of Lords now war Bible. The Lord God Almighty. What has happened? To bring you brother work on us. See, me champion the free in area no. Me me penny back. And I'm from. To me, I'm more who now, Mupeni. And I'm from Nana, it's show. na ho fe efua akwesi dai obeka ne ho efua michio apele butoko michio ekpe bi de baja michio obodan michio obotomfo michio benchoko michio akra yensu oh akra me no ntene bono michio fofu michio alanta michio nofutin na ture michio mami let me up boss out ebe kosa togba ajeman michio na ajeman oh okofo michio jijibra michio dade diban michio nanto michio papranta michio ade eto michio dantrapo michio aje peperepe michio dedewa michio nanu otubia nse michio togbe odeto bidin ba ko nunu togbe michio otufo bedubo nsu otufo michio na boza so da msoro na michio itime no so abosumedo senesu no ogwe mami egwen going out na yi combination here tight michio ana brenya michio bembeni michio benwa michio abankro katechie michio awona wo yire ofin kunu no abankro katechie the year ofin michio no brim mi so ina na mi dware brim michio kakum michio pra michio bepo michio won o nananu obo adwuma o pemu abna michio chupesie michio entwifo michio pemoja michio yansa kire we abosumu na oba konfo no na abosumu michio inkranetu mi na michio weja michio bensu michio domi amafo kra ni misa domi abosumu domi michio paraku michio bosumase michio domi ase michio ayimensa woni se mekra din no efi ayimensa wona bae mikotana na ayimensa so ni di nkomo na me ya amambre ma no ka me say me ya amambre na me ye some kofo be part as exercise some as socialization me kotana so no me omudi nkomo me dru so na ayimensa bono so na me say nananu mo ha it's nice in you do come next time we say wo ba be sran your wife baby bra me ko na me baby call ye we say science for baby bra the third time I'm in it's nice din come I see there na person we I'm so media ejuma na me ye omo yes when we started was the I am program this is a din friend maker nana me share we in all the gods in your house I greet them all the water bodies behind you I greet them. All your ancestors, I greet all of them. All your fathers, all your mothers. Your own father died. Now he's become a demon. I greet your father that you don't want to greet. I greet your mother that you don't want to greet. All the energies around us. We are grateful. To me,
Edia hodo abubo yi na tumi hodo abubo yi na still oman
why oman yebre because se peni wo fie na akwala ye na adwen se onko bi se peni ni bibia na onko tie yansen fi peni no a peni ni hwa akwala no kosi se ni tiri bepem na ye ko baby akwesi da ye ko hwehwe na ntwi de be ya mambre ni bi. So we went and we passed by a couple of houses. There were some elderly women there. We didn't greet them because we didn't know them. We were following the herdsmen. Then they called the herdsmen and says, you come and pass here, you see elders, you don't even greet them. What happens to you? What would happen to you if you go and something happens to you? Would you be able to come back and tell us? You are walking with strangers that you don't know them from anywhere. What if you take them in and they kill you there? What are you going to do? You understand? So sometimes we can have the elders, we can have the leaders in the house, but if we don't go to them and have conversation, they will look at us. Say, I see Astro. To Astro there. And see, the energies are more, The who are dining and want to mean call most normal. For example, it can be this land that you want to mine. If there's a strong energy in this land, you cannot mine in this land. I don't care what contract you sign with the government. You will not be able to mine on this land.
But people have destroyed all our water bodies.
They have
Galamsey and
exactly.
all that.
They have
all
destroyed.
The
They have destroyed because of man, not because the energies. That is why the energies don't reveal themselves. Because once the energy reveal themselves, you begin to work with them and know them. You begin to know what tickles them, and you begin to know what angers them, right? So whilst you're working with them, and then energy, you're also an energy, limited by the physical body, but you're also a powerful energy. So if you're working with your friends and you know the weaknesses of your friend, if you want to get your friend, what do? You use your weakness, the friend's weaknesses against the friend. So this is what they have done. They go, all the people who go to the mining sector, the rivers, the mountains, they go and see the chiefs. They go and see the chief priest. They go and see the priest by the waters, right? The chiefs will take them to the priest. So nana, then once we did
You use an example of you and Hessman looking for, let's say, cow, and when you got to a place, they did not greet. So this time, using that same scenario, there's been greeting. The people who are going to do that came to say, we want to use them. So it means that they came to seek permission.
From the man.
From?
Man, not the gods.
Okay, so the man is the one that leads them to understand the principle of these particular.
So the man is the one, because they come with money. And most of these priests are hungry because the church has come to take their jobs, right? So the man is now the one saying that, oh, I have seen money coming. Let me take this money so I can do stuff for my family, and let me just do this. I'll permit you. They will drive the energy away and let them build. So the one reason why we are suffering as a country, it's not even because of the energies, it's man. Man is the reason why this nation is what it is. I mean, you think about it, some of the contracts that they go, I don't do politics, but some of the contracts that some of our leaders sign, you know that they're not taken by the nation. So we are not suffering because of the energies. I have mentioned all these energies, and I'm saying this on your platform. In the next 5 years, we will show them what we have done.
Something just happened in the Volta region. The Volta Dam spillage.
The spillage.
There's been heavy rains. It has affected before the dam, and because the dam was becoming over, they have to do the spillage too. So it has affected communities behind and communities in front. The Volta River has been one that they've not done galamsey on and all that. People are saying because of how good the people in the Volta region is, people cannot go there for galamsey and all that. But now, just a normal river has been able to collapse most of these communities, which you said that they still keep their roots to their tradition and all that. But this river has been able to destroy most of these communities. Certain communities are Mefe and all that is gone and all that. So are the girls just watching?
So there are certain things that I am not permitted to say, not that I don't know.
Okay.
I am not permitted to say. So I cannot say them, but this is what I'll say. Gods, powers, elemental beings, human beings. There's one thing in common to all of these things that I've just mentioned: common sense. In common with everybody. And I am not being disrespectful. My people, you know I love you. What would I do without my people? So I am not being disrespectful or arrogant in any type of form, right? But you and I know the very places they tell us don't are the very places we go. There are certain waterways that we don't have to build. It's a fact. This has nothing to do with spirituality. And once you block the path of water, the water will claim yours. You get what I'm saying? So just by the Sugakope River, just by the Amu, the river, passing through Sugakope, there are other houses just by the river. Why didn't the water go there?
My hometown is just nearby the same area. No water entered into it.
Why? You get what I'm saying? So I'm not being disrespectful, right? All this water is going into the sea, right? Like the places that I mentioned, Angno and all of this, these are all engulfed in water. Why is the water not going into these homes? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So there are certain things that we know we must not do. There are certain places that we must not build. There's certain, and it's not them, it's the government. The structures, because this is the responsibility of the government to ensure that you are leading me. If you are my leader, there are certain things you would see that I would not see. So you as the leader would tell me that, listen, I'm the one leading and I know this is not good, right? I shouldn't be able to convince you to allow me to do the thing that you yourself has advised me not to do. I shouldn't be able to do that.
So we should not link that to spirituality.
That's what I'm saying. The spirit, there are certain things I cannot comment about.
I get it.
If I say who my father is, then you should know I know certain things. But because before the spillage came, this I can say it, Papa. That way, I can say this one. Before the spillage came, right? And people in Angnoland, they know this. They saw it with their eyes. They saw a horse running through the town with Togbe Yiblan on it, Mama Bate behind, ran through the sea.
The vision, dream.
No. These are things people saw. People were screaming, calling my father.
So what does that mean?
Like I said, there are things I am not permitted to say. You see, one thing about the energies is that an energy would never break his or her covenant with the people that he is with.
So was there a sign that shows that this is what's about to happen? Get ready, get prepared, move from where
you don't see Togbe, because, said again, one other thing, but you don't see Togbe Yiblan walk or ride his horse just for that sake. You know who bought your choice around the corner too. So if I say certain things, I'm not permitted. I don't even have the pedigree to even talk about things. I hear them because my father talks about them, but I can't say. So in spirituality, there are certain things that we should never talk about. And I call the social media priests. We don't have the mandate to talk about these things. But we do it because we want to draw that attention. Well, if you want to draw that attention.
Let me come back to my topic. And, sorry to the
Togbe Kabacha, I greet you. One of the, he's just by the water river. Togbe Kabacha is just by. Togbe, correct me, or Kabacha, if I'm mistaken. Did the water come into your house?
So we're sorry for all those that have lost their homes.
My heart.
Our condolence to the lost lives and all that.
So sorry, guys.
Wherever you find yourself, you can also do them a support. If you have families living in these areas, you can support them. They need you.
Please. And I think it's a good cause for you to put it that. So you can even put your mobile money numbers out. If you want to support.
If you want to support, you can even do it to the local areas. It's done. People are doing it.
Please.
You don't need to even come through me.
Let's support.
You can buy stuff and through that network they can have it. You can even buy it and send somebody to send some of the communities.
Yeah. Please, let's support.
Clothing and all that is allowed. I think we can all do that to help. Let me say thank you to my boss. Mr. Benjamin Kofi Kwashi. BKK Foundation has done so much for Mefe. God bless him so much in the South North Tong area there. I heard Honorable Okudjeto Abrokwa mentioning that he has really been help to the people. Please, we can all help.
Please, let's help.
Our brothers in the Volta region, our brothers everywhere you are, you're Ghanaian. If you see this family suffering, it can happen to any community. We should take away politics and think about the people who are in this challenge. Let's help them. The little you can use to support. If even it's a mattress, you have clothing you're not using, please take it there. People have lost everything. If you have mattresses you're not using again, please, they need it. They need it. Thank you very much.
Can I add something to it?
Let me hear that.
My brothers know this. I wish I would speak the language verbatim, like from A to Z, recite all the alphabet. I wish that growing up, everybody said I was an average child. they say it all the time to me. Half of my family, I mean, Oklu. Half of my family, so I'm from there, right? But it's just half of my family. One thing that I'm begging my people, let's embrace who we are. And I do diagnosis, and I talk to a lot of them. And some of them, 20 years, you've never gone home. 15 years, 40 years, you've never gone home. Because you are afraid that home will kill you. Okay, I live there now. I'm an Anglo citizen now. I'm a Kleko citizen now. I'm a Weta citizen now. I'm a Aplao citizen now. I live amongst you now. Why am I not dead? Nothing would happen to you. Let's go home. Let's love. And I say it all nationwide. Ghanaians, let's go back to our villages.
But I couldn't me. Viva her. I couldn't me. Miga Chigbo. Viva her. Viva her. Miga ya farmer. Me ya farmer. Who could have done me ya farmer? I'm a camel me or go. Me ya farmer.
Mother Cuckoo.
Who could have done me? Miga Chigbo.
Miga Chigbo. Mother Cuckoo. We have to. There are a lot of our people that live outside Accra, very established, but never want to look back home. And you see, we are waiting for the government to come and help. And we heard what somebody said. Let's not wait on them.
Let's do it.
Let's do it ourselves. And if you ask me what we are doing, in 5 years, for Penny, in 5 years we'll be here. You will see what we are doing. Let's go home. The energies in our backgrounds, they didn't destroy your grandmother. They didn't destroy your mother. You are here. You came through that same lineage you are running away from.
Go back home.
And people are traumatized that, oh, as for Voltarians, they are there. So what? We accept it. You're afraid of us, be afraid, we accept it. Don't be shy of letting people know you are. I'm number 9, the captain, number 9's 9, I'm triple number 99. Let's love who we are. You understand? I've been blessed with a wide family. I'm a Hunter, I'm Fanti, I'm Eve. Let's love ourselves. These are all the 3 people that the stigmatization is high. A Hunter, Abeyufo, Hunter and Zema. Listen, me, I love my people. You understand? Let's love. Like when we had this, every Voltarian, wherever you are, send, even if it's 2 cedi, send 2 cedi home. Let's not wait for anybody. Let's send something home. Let's be one. Listen, the spirituality of Africa is on our laps. We have the key. You see the way I'm claiming? I'm sure somebody who is a pure Voltarian and looking at me and say, why is this guy saying my own? We have the key. You see, that's the thing. If you reject yours, I'm claiming it. We have the key. You are rejecting yours. You don't like it. Me, I love it. I love it. I'm taking we spend in every single year, we spend almost half of the year in the Volta region. And I am not from there. Right? Technically, we are even in Togo. But we spend half of our year in the Volta region. Why are you running away? Let's go. Let me leave it to your opinion.
Thank you very much. Let's come back to this. We are on how our fathers live years. How they're able to live without even cook food. certain things they do behind the scenes that they could grow to 150, 170, 200 years, and they are still strong. A 150 years old man will go to farm, 100 years, 120, still strong, giving birth and all that. I heard our fathers were doing fasting, and I want us to go deeper into that and how they were doing their fasting and the kind of food they were eating that could keep them that long, and how this connect to spirituality.
Let me say this, and we've spoke about this many times. Spirituality is just one aspect of you. So, in technical terms, we are not to keep spirituality or become spiritual. We are to become S. The totality of you is who you need to become, not an aspect of you. Spirituality is just a tiny aspect of who you are. Okay, let me not call it tiny. One aspect of who you are. When we are calling the dimensions, why don't we use the word spirituality for the dimensions? When we are referring to the cosmic, why don't you use the word spirituality for the cosmic? Human being created the terminology spirituality. It is not real. You understand? And we created the terminology spirituality referring to an aspect of a spirit.
Only one.
Only one aspect of it. You understand? So once you take away the spirit, you still have your body in there. You still have your mind in there. You still have your kra, which is the real you, but you're just taking spirituality out. And the whole teaching, you say, I'm a spiritual teacher. If you're a spiritual teacher, don't be a human being. Be a spirit and only function in just one aspect. So in technical terms, nobody was ever supposed to fast. Nobody was ever supposed to be in this mood where, okay, I'm fasting. Because fasting is basically just separation. Moving away from the norm is literally fasting. Why do we need to be separated now? Because we've added to our menu certain things that were never supposed to be on our menu in the first place.
Okay.
We've added certain characteristics, certain traits to our lifestyle that wasn't supposed to be part of our lifestyle anyways.
Okay.
So those things that we've carried on, we've added on, are the things that have become hindrances to who we are. So then we say, okay, I want to get back to who I really am, right? So to get back, let me put a hold, let me put a stop to some of the norms, some of the practices that I've engulfed myself in. And let me come to this place where I no longer do the same things that I used to do. Because if you keep, every day, if you keep stamping on this ground, right? You do it every day. What would happen in 6 months' time? There will be a hole. The leaves will die. The earth will give way for your feet to keep sinking in, right? Why? Because you're constantly doing it. You're constantly doing it. So I don't expect me to be constantly doing this and not expect the ground to create a hole.
So what do you mean? Are you saying that we've adulterated our originality?
We've shifted away from it.
Okay. We've not even messed it up. We've shifted
We've
away
gone away from it.
Talk to me.
And all that we are saying is that come back home. Like you said from the beginning, I am back home. Come back home to who you are. That's all we're saying. We have 365 days, right? There's a practice that if you spend 100 hours doing a particular thing, you'd automatically become a master of that thing.
Okay.
You spend 100 hours. 100 hours in a full year is literally 18 minutes a day. Right? If you do the math for me, if I'm right. Right? So 18 minutes a day practice of a particular thing automatically makes you a master.
Of that thing.
So we say, okay, let's do 18 hours and equate it to a day. And we say, okay, if instead of 100 hours, yes, let's equate the hours to a day, each hour. Instead of 100 hours practice, let's do 100-day practice that would automatically shift you away from where you've gone and bring you back home and become a master of your own self, not anybody else.
Where were we before and where are we now? And why the shift?
Every single one of us is never supposed to die. Every single one of us is never supposed to get sick. Every single one of us is never supposed to be bitter. Every single one of us is never supposed to be hurt. Every single one of us is never supposed to be poor. So if you go to society today and you see all these things that I'm saying happening in the society, that's where we've gotten to. We've drifted away from who we are. That's where we are. So if you're suffering from diabetes, you've drifted away from your original state, and now you are a diabetes patient. If you're poor, you've drifted away from your original state, now you're a poor person. That's where we've come to. And all that Mikra is saying is that, come, let's help you. We've realized that you've been doing this by yourself for a long time. You haven't been able to do it. You've tried all means. And I was having a conversation with somebody, say, Osofo, I have prayed, though. Fasting, church prayer, 40 days, 50 days. I have prayed and prayed and prayed. Nothing is working. We say, don't worry about it. It's going to work. Just come, join us. Practice this for 100 days. 100 days is not that far. Let's just take 100 days to change your life. To bring you back.
100 days. I want to understand the activities going on within these days you're talking about.
So the 100 days from the 100 days from 6 p.m. to 12, 1, 2, if maximum 2, you're not eating anything. All you are taking is alkaline water, natural water. That's all you're taking. I have my natural water in here anyway. That's all you're taking for 100 days, right? Between those 18 hours, this is what the doctors call the intermittent fasting, right? It is prescribed and scientifically proven that this is one of the fasts that brings you to wholeness. Scientifically. Where medicine fails, this fasting is the one that would bring you back to your life force or your life stream. So what we're saying is that within those hours, all you're doing is drinking the alkaline water, well water. Why the well water? Why not just any water? Why not just sachet water and all of that? Why am I saying go and drink borehole water? Again, it's alkaline. Your body has been acidified by the things you've been eating the entire year, right? Because you're taking a lot of too much acidic content. The more acidic content you have in you, the more mucus your body begins to produce. The more mucus your body begins to produce, the more sickness is sitting in your body. So what we're saying is that whilst we are fasting, let's fix this body, because this physical body is a part of who you are. Anybody that will tell you don't focus on the flesh, that is ignorant. Is an ignorant fool. Because how can you say don't be after the pleasures, the things of the flesh? The flesh is the reason why we even know you. Without the flesh, we wouldn't see you. I wouldn't know how you look like. I wouldn't even be able to point, oh, opinion is sitting here. The energies in this house, the gods are around, they're around, they're playing, right? They're around this right. You can't see them. Why? Because they don't have the flesh to give them the identical code to be able to identify it here. So your flesh is an integral, a very significant aspect. In fact, the most significant aspect of your being walking on the face of this earth. Without the flesh of this tree, would you have seen that there's a tree that is providing shade for me to come and sit under? No. It's because of the flesh of the tree. So then how dare you downplay and underestimate the flesh of the tree?
It's just like going to space and said, I don't care, I will not put on a space jacket.
Try it. You get what I'm saying? So, all that we're saying that your physical body, that gives you access, and this is one thing nobody's teaching. Your physical body is that which gives you access in this realm to be able to access certain realms. Once you're on earth, you cannot access the cosmic without your physical body. If this physical body's mechanism is failing, first and foremost, you fail to access any dimension.
Are you saying our daily activity of eat your breakfast, eat your cocoa, eat your stuff in the morning, be active, get your milk and stuff like that when you finish, around 10, 11, get your watch, your lunch, enjoy it, eat some meat, bean a day, the salad, you see the thing. Then in the evening you get some your bankubi, as we've been taught from childhood, is rather our problem.
All of these things is the reason why you have. In fact, one of the foods that you rice and beans.
Huh?
Beans was never supposed to be food for anybody.
Beans. It is natural protein.
And white rice. Nobody's supposed to eat white rice. So that is 100% acid right there.
Gobe. And that rice. Go to Kumasi. You see, they say if even you eat the rice alone, it's not sweet. If you add the rice to the beans, there's the compound chemical will make it sweet.
This is why I want to give a shout out to our sister, Ya Anan. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
I just tweeted everybody. Ya Anan. Mama Evelyn Wilson, you did amazing in your conference. Kumasi, Accra, you did amazing. Ayak, Asasiya Training Institute. Did I say it right?
Asasiya Awakening Center.
Asasiya Awakening Center. Listen, if you're not on Ayak's train, you should join now. Because she's helping you reprogram yourself. Anyway, when I came to the Accra conference, she was heavily talking about programming. And at the conference, somebody asked, so you only spoke about programming through the schools. What are some of the ways that we can be programmed?
Yes.
She even went into sex. How you're even programmed not to say certain things in our local dialect. So now, it's the programming that has caused you to think that this is the go-to food for the average poor man. You've conditioned yourself that you are poor, you'll be poor forever anyways. Now, but you've conditioned yourself, right? But what nobody is actually telling you, the acidity levels that is rising in your physical body is because of white rice, it's because of beans, it's because of sugar, it's because of eggs, it's because of some of the milk, it's because of some of these things. I was going to mention a brand. No brand. It's because of all these carbonated oils. You understand? It's because of all these things. That is why your acidic levels are rising. Any doctor, please, if you're watching, I know Yanset TV, you have a lot of doctors.
The day I discovered that foods like wheat and stuff like that were actually invented, I was like,
Penny.
Wow.
You see, technically, you are never supposed to eat something you never grew yourself. Or let me say it better. You should never eat anything your land did not bring out naturally. Never. So when you go, you see, when you go to the forest, when you go to the water body, so who plants plantain? Who plants banana? Who plants the palm? Forget about mechanical farming, where on purpose people try and plant. There are certain foods that nobody plants them, but they keep coming up.
Cocoyam and stuff like that.
Cocoyam, this one, the water one.
Yes.
Bobre. Who plants them? Who is planting the coconut? Who is planting the papaya, the pawpaw? Who is planting the sugarcane, the natural one? So there are so many things that nature itself knows that, okay, this environment, this soil supports this technology of this food, so the people within its vicinity should grow it. You see, when you try mechanizing cassava, everything will die. When you don't tend to it. Now, let me show you something. The natural ones, of course, our home. When we started, there are certain portions, we know we don't cut down trees. There are certain portions we had to remove the top layers. So even those cassavas that we removed from one place and condemned, they are growing themselves. I took my mother there. She fed on the cassava. She was like, this cassava tastes like butter. There's butter in the cassava. I've never tasted a cassava. Nobody planted these cassavas. So wherever you are, their food system, the soil. There's a reason why when you are born on a particular continent, your skin color is a particular way, your hair texture is a particular way, your entire bone structure is a particular way. That is why some people, your height, it's a particular, because the soil there supports that. Once you're born in a particular environment that the soil does not support that, you will not succeed in that environment. So what I'm saying, all these things we have contracted to ourselves is bringing our way the acidic levels. Everybody knows that the pH scale of everything needs to at least balance.
0.
So the acidity and the alkalinity in that particular substance should balance. And if you're not balancing, you feel that one side should go, at least let the alkaline go.
So we should start eating gari and beans.
Gari is very potent. Beans, no.
Gobe.
Gobe.
Beans and white rice.
No. You see, all the plantains they fry with oil, and nobody should ever eat that. That oil is killing you. So all these practices, all these things is the reason why you are suffering majority during the 100 days, right? I can tell you, some of the most healthy people join to partake. Some of the most my own sister joined to partake, right? Partook in the whole process. Okay. Now she's very health conscious. The minute I never force any of my family to do anything. I only let them know this is what I'm doing. Right? So my sister started without even telling me that she started it. Right? Now, a week in or so, she came and said, I feel different. I feel different. I don't even know. Was terrified drinking the water because overseas and here our water is not the same. I'm like, drink the borehole water. We have a particular water at Kesekrom, Fofu, powerful water, right? I'm like, let me bring you Fofu, drink Fofu. She started drinking, I don't even feel thirsty anymore. Because the water is water. When you eat food that is alive, what do you think will happen? For anybody that doesn't understand this mechanics, if you're a very vibrant person and you come into a meeting of people who are not vibrant, what would happen?
You're not comfortable.
Because you're a very vibrant person. So either those people influence you or you influence them. One of these two is going to happen, right? Dependent on how vibrant you are, that will determine whether they will influence you or you. So if you're a very vibrant person, you can tell 100 bunch of people. You, the one vibrant person, can affect everybody in the place.
Why not try it? Let's try this. Let's do that before we realize everybody's following your steps.
And that's the kind of person you are, right? So when you come around anybody, you constantly go like, oh, let's do this, let's do this. Oh, Osofo, I think we should do this. You're the one that constantly encourages me. Because I'm like, like, Osofo, let's teach people. Let people know. We have to let people know. Let me come. Sometimes he said, no, I'm coming to film. Because that is the nature of the being that you are, right? And I am not that. It doesn't make me any less or make you any higher than me. It only makes us able to do it together and do it to perfection. You understand? So now, when you're eating food that is alive, automatically it's doing something to your physical body. My sister said, I feel different.
Talk to us. Which are some of the foods that as you're saying, what can we eat? You mentioned some of the things that are not healthy to us. If I am doing raw food, no cooked food, and that is what the process I have to go through, take us through this kind of fasting that will re-engineer us and bring us back to who we are. I know we Africans, take this from me, we Africans, it is not about the color black. The reason why COVID killed so many black people, they thought they were Africans. Having the black skin today doesn't mean you're an African. What makes you an African is what you eat. Your practices is what makes your culture, what you wear, the way you are brought up, all these things, the mystics of Africa makes you an African. But you don't behave like the white man, do what he would do, and still think that you are healthy like an African. So now, I want us to learn this. If you want to come back to your root, these are the things you have to look out for. Take your time and take us through this 100 days of fasting you've started already, things we can do within, so that any day, anytime I want to also go back and start, I can also start this to empower myself and empower the people around me. Take us through the way you go with the make-crap program you're doing 100 days.
So when we started the fast, initially I said, okay, this is what we do this every year, That's what we do yearly. So we just go. Immediately the energy showed up and said, no, do it this way. Every week we'll give you a specific direction to go, right? So the first week they gave us this direction. Alkaline water, rock salt. That's the first direction. Alkaline water, rock salt. It's either, if the whole day, this is the water you drink. You pick 7 pieces of rock salt, you drop it in your alkaline water, or you pick the rock salt like this and you eat it. You eat it. So you pick 7 pieces, you eat in the whole day, or you drop it in. Why alkaline water and rock salt?
So this was a specific direction.
For the first week.
So it's not like if you wake up every day, keep on doing that.
No.
It is a specific
direction for the first week.
Okay.
Right? So if you want to go back and start, that you should when you go to the macro platforms, you see the only one we didn't put up the macro platform is what we're about to do here.
Okay.
So you take the rock salt, you speak over it. People don't know that our words are activating tools. Any powerful person, spiritual person that will say, I want to activate something for you, they use the word. They speak. They speak over it. The only difference is that the energy levels of them is probably different from yours because they've been doing it consistently and you are not. So when they speak over something, it's more charged up, it's more activated than you speak, but still there's energy in you, so speak over the sword. 1 second, okay? I'm not even going to say anything. Osofo, don't help them, right? Tell me one thing that you think salt does. Are you listening? Just one thing.
Just comment.
Put it in a comment. One thing, as you watch it, don't wait. Put it in a top. What do you think salt does? Just one thing. If you don't know anything at all. Okay?
I would say taste.
Yes. So let me even not go into what I was going to go, and let me go with taste. Right? Okay. There are a lot of people going through life today that their lives have no taste. When I say their lives have no taste, what I'm literally saying is that there's no substance coming out of their life.
Instead of positive, instead of enjoying good taste.
There's no taste. There's no value on the life they are living. Because taste is what gives value to a particular thing. If the thing is tasteless, there's no value. If it's tasteful, now it becomes valuable, right? So a lot of people go through life with valueless because they don't have any taste. So when you pick the raw salt in the morning, right? So we start our fasting from 6 p.m. 6 p.m. it started. So you go 6 p.m. before it starts, you say, as I take the salt, I've paid attention to my life and realized that people don't even appreciate me. People don't even value me. You don't have taste, right? As I take the salt, let it begin to activate all the bars that allow taste to come into my taste bars should come alive. The minute my taste buds come alive, it will automatically re-engineer your cells to make it very vibrant in the aspect of taste. So it's physical, but it's spiritual at the same time. So now you are bringing taste to your life. You say, as I eat this, and of course, when you eat, you taste salt, right? Let my life become tasty wherever I go. So just as you are bringing the salt to your mouth, it's the same way when you go into a thing, you're also going into that thing. When you go into that thing and you are tasteful, nobody wants you to leave. Just in case you didn't know whether your life is tasteful or not, what happens when you leave a place? What happens if you should leave your job, your workplace right now? What happens?
Would they be wishing that you are back? How would they act towards you?
What happens when you travel to your wife? Is she excited that you are out of the house, or she's sad that you are out of the house? That's when there's taste in your life. Your children, when they see you, are they excited or don't? That's when there's taste. When you go to your village, community, father, when your father sees you, is he proud? Or he doesn't want to look at you? This when there's taste, right? So you see, I'm taking the salt. There's an energy that forms salt. People don't know.
So you order these words on it?
On it. There's an energy that forms salt. Salt is formed by all the elemental beings, including ether. This salt has ether in it, right? It has water in it. It has earth in it. It has fire in it, sun, heat. It has air in it. So you have all the elemental beings. So when this salt is going into your physical body, it's addressing all the elemental beings. You can use salt alone to activate your elemental beings. You can use salt alone to revive the fire energy in you, to revive the water energy in you, to revive the earth energy in you. You can use just salt. So see, my life has been tasteless all these years. Osofo says, don't even mention, say, Osofo says, mention my name, that if I eat this and I do this ritual for 7 days, my life will become tastier. There was one of the people in the community, one of the hard diseases to treat is herpes. Very difficult to treat. It's almost not having a cure. You can only sustain it, right? So was suffering from that condition, okay? Took the rock salt and the alkaline water. Again, the alkaline brings down the acidity in your system. So it brings balance. The less acid in you, the less your immune system, the more your immune system is strong. So you've activated it. You've spoken over the water. We all know water is life now. So sometimes if you really want to make the water very potent, you put the salt in your mouth. You see, there's no taste in your life. You're suffering from sickness, disease, whatever it is. I put the salt in my mouth, right? And you lick on it. Mm-hmm. You don't chew it. Don't chew the salt. You lick on it. And he says, just as I've put salt in my mouth, I know this. I know it has worked. Okay, now there's taste in my mouth. There's life in my mouth. So now I'm speaking this life over this water. As I'm drinking this water, let it address every single thing within my physical being. Wherever the water travels to, just in case you think we are joking here, your body is over 72% water. Every aspect of your body is water. Your blood is even water. It's a mixture of water. As I drink this water, let this tasty water, because you put the salt in your mouth, let this tasty water address every condition in my physical body. We did this for 7 days. I said the situation with herpes.
Hepatitis.
Not hepatitis. Herpes.
Okay.
STD.
Oh.
Very difficult to treat, almost impossible. After 7 days of doing this ritual, the person went to not even in Ghana for you to say maybe the machines were wrong. The person went to see the doctors. They said, Osofo, guess what? All herpes cleared.
Wow.
Not a single trace of herpes in the system. Just by doing this basic ritual. Basic. So the first 7 days, you don't eat anything. No fruit, no food, just live on the salt and water. First 7 days.
You're welcome back. So you talk about the first week what you did, which was the rock salt. Then alkaline water.
And alkaline water. To at least bring balance to your physical being, your physical body. The second week, so now you've literally, let me say this. So the first 3 days is what we do, the rock salt and the alkaline water.
Okay.
The second 4 days, we do detox shots.
How does that?
So detox shots, you add any fruit, any herb that helps detox your body, right? So in our case, we use a little bit of ginger. Okay. We use a little bit of lemon. We use a little bit of water. And of course, you can decide whatever thing else you would want to add to it, okay?
Mint and stuff like that.
So long as it detoxes you. So when you put in the herb, make sure you read about it and it's a detox agent, right? And even flaxseed, but we hadn't got to the seed yet. Okay. So the next 4 days, what we did was that just take the detox shots. After 1 p.m. in the afternoon, between 1 and 6, all you're taking is the detox shots.
Okay.
So what the detox shot is doing in your body is that it's helping you cleanse your entire system. from your colon. So it's a colon cleanser, it's a kidney cleanser, it's a liver cleanser. It's cleansing every aspect of your being. And also taking off all negativity, negative energies, right? Most conversations or most heart health words or statement that is coming from your deep within your heart is coming down from your gut, right? When you have negative energy within your body, it stores up in your gut. Now, once these negative energies are stored up in your gut, every time you roar, every time you speak, or every time you pray, the energy that is coming out of your prayer, your chosen words, are negative. So in as much as you can say, okay, I'm speaking into this, right? You're not actually speaking into it, you're speaking out of it and allowing that particular thing to happen more. Because the positive energy, vibrations that is supposed to go and attract or do the work to which you are sending the words to go and do, it's not happening. So the cleansing is helping you physically detoxify your system, but also helping you spiritually to cleanse your aura and the energies that are sitting in your gut. Because for prayer to be effective, you have to sensitize and activate your tongue and also activate the energies that is coming from within you. So now your tongue is cleansed, right? Your mouth is cleansed, your colon and everything is cleansed. So now when you begin to speak, it's fire. It's electrifying.
So all negative energies within has given way. So your real self, your core self is now speaking.
So now there's highways created in your system, in your channels. Okay, what do you do now? Now, after the 7 days of cleansing, what you do is to start building your cells. Start repairing damages, repairing your cells. Okay, this is why we go into the seeds.
Okay, so these are seeds, eh?
Seeds and nuts.
Oh.
We cannot finish every single one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is I think
This
is it sunflower?
Melon.
Melon seeds. Okay.
Or pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin. This is pumpkin. See flax
Right.
seeds here.
This is
Flax seeds.
flax seeds. What? This is sesame.
Sesame seed.
Right.
Almond.
This is almond. This is chia.
Okay.
Right. Chia. Cashew nut.
Cashew nut.
There's so many walnuts. We have walnuts. We have so many seeds in there. Okay. Now, what majority of people do is that, and the misconception, they pick a seed, look at it, and think this is dead. It's not a living thing.
It's a living thing.
This is a living thing.
Oh, but it's living because when you plant it, it
Because, but a lot of people mistaken it to think this is not a living thing, right? So they easily overlook it. You see, the seed has a shell. Inside the shell is all the living provisions that the seed needs to go as long as it can go till it finally gets itself into the ground. So even if the seed is going to take 100 years, the seed will take 100 years and it will never go back. There are many that are out there that spiritually have become seeds. They are not in the ground. They are not dead. They are not technically alive, but which we know they are very much alive. But their life is at the halt like a seed, a standstill. Listen, you can just use this seed for a particular ritual, right? That would bring you from a place of stillness and stagnation to a place of growth and productivity. So when you pick seeds, okay, and I'm not even going into the benefit, the physical benefit, and the serious maintenance culture that the seed has. I can just weaponize this into prayer and begin to pray.
Oh, seeds, prayer.
Just seeds.
So you chew it too. There's the gold manasa.
Osofo. So let's pick a prayer topic, right? You're in your prayer. You've been dealing with a particular thing for a very long time. You never get a break. Every day, that same thing keeps happening. You pick the seed. You see yourself as the seed. Okay?
Which has so much potential inside. Every potential it needs is inside.
You understand, Osofo? So, before this seed became a seed, this seed was in a womb. Technically, it was in a fruit. Or whatever it is.
Pumpkin fruit was inside.
The fruit is your mother's womb. Since you came out of your mother's womb, you became a seed. This seed is expected for it to go back in the ground, bud out, begin to grow stems, begin to blossom flower, right? Generate multiple pumpkins out of this single seed. As I stand in prayer, I go into the womb in which I grew into a seed. I go into that womb, and every resource that was given me in the womb to become a potential seed. Because when it started, I wasn't a seed, but now I have become a seed. Within the seed that I have, I am also a full potential of growing into a powerful tree, a fruitful tree that would bring many other seeds after me. As I speak, I declare into the dimensions that whichever provision that I've come into this dimension with, that provision cannot die. Nobody would have the potency or the ability to be able to suppress my potential. So long as I am in the enclave of the seed, I would grow. Maybe my day is not today. Maybe my day is not tomorrow. Maybe my timing is not now. But there is coming a time, that I will be put into a fertile ground. And when that opportunity comes, there's not a single thing that has what it takes. Because as I remain a seed, I have all that it takes to continue to survive and continue to stay alive. Now, in the shell of the seed, in the coat of the seed, are certain security agencies that ensures that no pesticides, no parasites, no worms is able to eat up the seed while I remain in the ground. So you say, in my life as a seed, any pesticide that will come from my house, any pesticide of a human being, any worm in the form of a human being, that's its agenda, is to ensure that I remain a seed and never come out of the earth. I am praying. I speak into the dimensions that there's not a single thing that can stop me from coming out of this earth. I did not come into this dimension to remain a seed. I came into this dimension to become a tree, to be fruitful and to multiply. You see, that in Genesis, even when you don't even practice spirituality, go back to Genesis. He says what? And God commanded the man to be what? To be fruitful. See, until I have become a fruitful seed, I am not ceasing to exist. There's not a single person, man, human being, God, spirit, age, whatever it is, authority, that has what it takes to shut down my ability to grow into a tree and begin to multiply. I would multiply on all platforms. I would multiply on all levels. I would multiply in every single thing I engage in. On all I'm waiting is for the sun to show up. Because I know the minute the sun of righteousness rises with healing in its wings, I will receive all the necessary ingredients. So I am in the dark. I am in the evening. I'm going through the storm. It's okay. The sun is coming, I know. Oh, I know there will be some dew falling into the ground, which will be water for my activation. That is why I'm drinking the water. So every water that needs to come, every air that needs to come, every soil nutrient that needs to come, wherever you are, I'm calling for your gathering. I am summoning you from wherever you are, and I'm calling you to locate me where I am, where I find myself. I am not what you see. Do you know seeds that's not?
So you look at the potency and how the makeup of this
is designed, and what is
the
this
design of it. Then you speak according to
accordingly.
that. You use yourself as an example in that study.
Accordingly.
As an example. So will you chew it after it?
Yes, you chew it.
There's only this, or is a number you pick a number.
No, you pick a number. You chew it.
Is it like for food? Is it like you're doing it for food? I just want to know, let's say, for example, if you use it as a meal, are you going to get a certain quantity, pray over it before you eat, as you're saying?
Osofo, do you know So the entire 100 days is a spiritual exercise, but it's as much as a physical exercise.
So if I eat this become my food in the afternoon, what portions will I take?
You can mix them, and that is what I'm saying.
You can mix them.
You know what you are going through, you're dealing with, right? So let's take each and every single one of this. Okay? And I said every single one has an insane potency. Every single one has an insane potency. Thank you. How do I take just one chia seed? Oh, man, lemon. How do I take just one chia seed of flax seed?
You have to add so you will not see.
Yes, sesame. Guys, watch this. This is the problem of a lot of people on the face of the earth. Osofo. Yes. You see? Osofo, when you look into my palm, right? Have you noticed something? That every single one is different from the other.
Yes. Different colors, different sizes, shapes.
Automatically, it tells me
Does look
that...
like the kidney.
Let's not even go there, Osofo. Watch this. Automatically, it tells me that the pumpkin seed is not trying to be like the almond seed.
No.
The almond seed is not trying to be like the cashew seed.
Not at all.
The cashew is not trying to be like the flax seed.
No.
The flax is not trying to be like the sesame. The sesame is not trying to be like... You understand?
Okay.
The chia seed...
Their nutrient level becomes different.
Let's just even look at them. So my question is, why are you trying to be like somebody else? Why are you trying to be like brother A or brother B? Because you do not know yourself, you are not even understanding the fact that the conditions that would help this to generate. It's not the same conditions that would help this.
The number of years almond will grow, become a tree before the fruit will start coming. It will not be the same.
It is not the same conditionings.
The how do you call it?
The pumpkin seed.
Pumpkin seed. That one is just like a melon.
It is not the same condition.
It's ready.
So why are you trying to pray the same prayer as brother A is praying? Why are you doing the same ritual? Because somebody stood before the congregation and said, let's all pray. It's not possible. That's why people are not getting results. Your conditions and your needs are totally different from my needs. The things that I have to do, I have to apply to ensure that I get the results will not be the same things you have to apply. It's different. So even just looking at the seeds in my palm, I know that if this is taking 12 years, this is taking 2 years. So if there are certain things that
in 6 months, this will be 4 or 5 years, it's ready.
So there are certain things, if I have to pray, if there are certain things that if I have to pray for 12 years to get, Brother B don't have to pray for 12 years to get. Brother B don't have to do the rituals that you did to get. The conditions are different. The results are different. Don't do the same. This is why you can never do a genuine ritual for everybody.
Okay, so in this one, in terms of the fasting, if I want to do this like a food, I know we will do prayer. So if we talk about food, that's doing the fasting. How should I go about this uncooked food with this number of days?
So for example, like I said, every single one, this is coming into your colon and all of that. This is going into antioxidants. It's giving protein, it's giving carbohydrates and all of that. All of it has flax seeds, right? Any woman that is in a menstrual pain, any woman that you need hair. You need your hair to grow. You need acne, breakout to just chew flaxseed, right? Don't chew all of them together.
Okay. How do we do it?
If this minute, between the hours that we can eat, if it's just melon seeds that you want to chew it, at least give it 30 minutes for it to go within your system to do the necessary works that it has to do. Then now, move on to the next one. Chew it, give it 30 minutes head start to do the necessary things. So by the time you are done with the day, all of them have been absorbed into your system, performing different functions.
I've seen people do mixed seed. So you just get some scoop of it, some just eat it like that, some put honey on it and eat it like a meal. It doesn't work.
Osofo, think about it. It's just like putting cassava, putting pineapple, putting orange, putting coconut in the same bowl and eating all of them at once. We don't eat like that. And this one, you are specifically and on purpose trying to repair certain damages in your system. So the question is, what are the damages that we are facing during these 100 days? Eat according to your problem. Eat according to your condition. Eat according to your situation.
So must I do a visa to be sure of my situations before I start the fast? What do I suppose to do?
You can do one, but even for your physical body, you have your medical conditions.
Okay.
You know what is wrong with you medically.
You know, if you don't know, you have to go and check.
If you don't know, go to the hospital. Whilst we are doing the spiritual diagnosis, the hospital will also do the physical diagnosis.
You should know your allergies and all that.
You should know all the... Don't just mix them up and start eating them anyhow. But then again, it also comes to the spiritual side. That is what I'm saying. It's going hand in hand in these 100 days. We are not just eating it and leaving out the spiritual side.
So what's part of the spirituality? What do you do with this 100 days? Do you have time of prayer? Do you have anything like that?
We have a prayer page.
Okay.
We pray. And if you are not even on a prayer page, you can practice the same prayer structure.
Let's look.
You can pray 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. You can pray 12 noon to 1 p.m. You can pray 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And this is your personal hours, right from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Freestyle prayer.
Is it libation kind of prayer? Is it normal prayer?
Osofo, I just literally prayed.
Okay.
These prayers is not libation. You see, the problem is that a lot of people feel prayer is you talking to somebody to come and do something for you. Prayer is you asking a God to come and do something for you. You ask for a long time, no God will show up. Prayer is you creating. So we call our prayer page the engine room. Why is it called the engine room? Because that is the place you come. There's no devil anywhere chasing after you. There's no demon, witchcraft, anything doing anything in this 100 days. Forget about those prayers. 2024, the God told me, is a year of dominance. When I say dominance, whatever you do, you dominate. Or whatever anybody else is also doing, they will dominate. So if the person is an armed robber, the person is going to dominate in armed robbery. If the person is a judge, the person is going to dominate in the judiciary system. Whatever you do, whether positive, and that's why I brought that. If the person is a prostitute, there's going to be prostitution. But that is what the year is for, dominance in whatever you do. I don't know your case. I know my case. I know I don't want to have anything to do with prostitution. I know I want to have everything to do with the company I'm building. So in this particular aspect, from the day 1 of January 2024, according to the Gregorian calendar, to the 31st of December 2024, I am dominating in every single thing that I do. This is what the fast for. That is why we are weaponizing everything we are eating into prayer. So on the prayer page, we are praying with words. We are activating words. We are sending words out, and we are creating, again, like Mama Evelyn said, you are creating the realities that you want to see. There's no God anywhere that is creating anything for anybody. Forget about it.
So 100 days will end in January.
We'll end in January 7th. That is the Akwesidai Deba.
Oh.
Yes. So we'll be at the shrine for about 9 days straight. Osofo. If there's...
No, it's the 100 days fasting ending, the first Akwesidai in 2024, as in the Gregorian calendar, right?
So that's what we call the big Akwesidai. Because this Akwesidai, on the Sunday...
9 days, you're going to be there.
You're going to be at the shrine for 9 days. This Akwesidai, Osofo, and if there's anything called rituals, if there's anything called invoking, if there's anything called activation, if there's any power atmosphere you've ever been, show up. Because we are not just going to feed the gods in Ghana, we're going to feed the gods across the African belt. We are going to call ancestors everywhere. We're going to feed January, we're going to feed February, we're going to feed March, we're going to feed April, we're going to feed May, we're going to feed June, we're going to feed July, we're going to feed August, we're going to feed September, October, November, December. Every single day of 2024 has to go for you. Not a single one will go against you. So what we are doing is that we are contributing, because no contributing, no shop.
If I want to come to the Akwesidai, I didn't do the fasting, I couldn't join. They said I did part, I couldn't do part. Am I allowed to join the Akwesidai? Am I allowed to be there for those 9 days? Are there any parameters that I can cross?
The least amount of days you should be apart is the last 21 days. The least, if you didn't fast at all. Anybody that didn't engage in the fasting, please, you can come to the Deba, which is the 7th of January, and come and enjoy show, because that's what you want. You want to see show. You want to see heads being cut off and
Is that you're going to cut heads? Who said is that?
Osofo.
Reverend. Is it Reverend?
People want to see power.
Is that necessary?
Not for me, but for those who think there's nothing.
No. Is that necessary? Are you doing that to please people who don't care and trying to say what you're saying?
No. I'm not doing it for those who don't care.
That's what I'm asking.
I'm not doing it for those who don't care. I'm doing for those who care but are in doubt. You understand? Those, because Jesus said something, especially everybody that believes in the Bible. Greater works shall ye do when the Holy Spirit comes. Okay. Greater. Don't try to tell me Jesus was speaking figuratively. Don't try to tell me Jesus was speaking parables. He said greater works. At least, Jesus was able to cut the ear of somebody and put it back. Right or wrong?
John cut it, or is it John?
Peter cut the ear, Jesus put it back. Right? Jesus did it. Let's say I'm dumb, I don't know what I'm saying. But in my little English, if he's saying greater work shall you do, and he was able to cut the ear and put it back, and I want to do greater than that to show you that power, that power that Jesus spoke about is here, what do you think I should do?
Oh, you can cut head.
For you to see that the power they talk about that you're supposed to have, you don't have it.
So before I bring this interview to a close, I just sort of help me. I want to be part of that Akwesidai. Can I support? I want to know, how do I benefit from this?
Every single person, there are about, if I'm not mistaken, over 12 separate rituals we are performing. Then the Akwesidai, 12 separate rituals. There's an all night we are going to be in the forest and do a particular ritual. This particular ritual is for finances. If you are not a businessman, if you are not a businesswoman, if you are not working with money, if you are not, if you don't have your own job, please, scammers are out. Don't do that. We mean business. We mean legitimate business. If you work with money and you feel you've done and tried and it's not working, come and then join us in our all night faith. Now, aside that, we want to open it up for everybody to be. That's what I'm saying. The one major qualification is that at least you have to do the 21 days. If you're not able to do 100 days, the last 21 days, you have to do it, right? Because of the energy we are raising on that day. Now, if you want to partake and be a part, every single person is paying a contribution. This contribution is what we are using for the cows, we are using for the sheep, we are using chicken. We are going over 500 chickens.
How do we contribute? How much can an individual pay to be part?
So there is a quota that is quoted by the team because of the targets we are looking at. So once you contact Yansa TV or you contact the numbers on the screen, just contact the numbers on the screen. Immediately, just type, I want to be part of the big Akwesidai. Or if it's too much English, just type the big Akwesidai. The minute we see that you've typed the big Akwesidai, we know that you are participating, right? So you participating, then quickly we share with you how much everybody is paying. It's so transparent. Everybody that is coming in there knows exactly what they are paying.
Can we mention it? I think
it's because of Yanum. That is why it's very necessary. You understand? But think it's not anything that will cause you to run. No. It's everything within range. But like I'm saying, 12 major rituals. Right? But it's everything within range. It's not more than 1,200 cedis. It's not less than 900 cedis. So at least we've given a range.
Before we go, I think that I don't know what will happen on the day when it comes to the 9 days you're going to spend at the Onyamekese Club. The environment alone is welcoming. The atmosphere is charged when it comes to Onyamekese. If you've never been there, please find time and pass Onyamekese Club. I've been there on different occasions and I've really enjoyed the atmosphere. I've slept there, I've spent some days there, done interviews there. The place is super. The environment, the natural environment you enjoy. So I want you to be there this Akwesidai. What will we be doing within this 9 days?
Also, for you saw what happened the last Akwesidai. What went on. You've shown it to your people, they've seen what went on. So we have 7 perfect dates within the 9 days, which is the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? Okay. Those born on a Sunday, we are doing the Sunday rituals. Born on the Monday, we are doing the Monday rituals. So we are doing the daily rituals in addition to your elemental rituals.
Okay.
So the Sunday rituals have to be done, and whether you are from air, water, fire, earth, we are doing those rituals. So the Mami people, we have the Amegashis coming in, our own Amegashi in the house, plus external Amegashis coming in, doing all the Mami rituals. Those of you who are from the marine energy and you've never done a Mami ritual, we are doing a full Mami ritual. You understand? Latest by the first week in December, we are closing entry because we need time to buy all the items and prepare for all the things necessary for the major rituals.
What date are you saying? What date?
Closer by the first week of December.
Can you do the second week for us?
Because we need second week of because of
Osofo. We have extra 3 weeks so they can prepare.
So
yes.
The second week of December
I think
all entries are closed. So it means you are not doing specific rituals, which is the Sunday rituals, Monday rituals, Tuesday rituals. You know, so we're coming to take care of your craft.
So if during the time I'm busy and I'll choose my day, is it allowed? I'll choose my day and come.
But you are born on a Sunday.
Saturday, if I'm Saturday and I want to be there, let's say from Friday, I do my own because I have other duties I go. Is it allowed?
We can do that.
Okay.
But it's more potent to do it on the day.
So you're going to in your life, you meet all the days. So at least you have these energies around you.
On the day, because every day that particular energy comes up at a certain time of the day. The energy of Sunday comes up at a certain time of the day. The energy of Monday, all the other days, right? So we will meet the energy when it comes up, and we'll do that necessary rituals for you. And sometimes we can engage them to even stay for some time whilst we're doing the rituals for you before they leave. You get it? So the 7 days rituals is going to happen. Now, we're going to do the fire ritual. We're going to do the earth ritual. We're going to do the water ritual. We're going to do the air ritual. Right? We're going to feed all these gods. We're going to feed all the gods in Onyamekesukrom. We're going to feed all the gods in your background. That's if you want to do those specific rituals. You're going to call all your ancestors, your fathers, your mothers, those that are dead, those that are gone, your sons, some of your children that passed away, some of your wives, your husbands. You're going to call them and communicate with them. If you want to ask them questions, call them and ask them questions. We can call them for you. You ask them questions. You understand? Then we come to the specific individual rituals.
Let's say I have a specific problem and I want to come there for solution. I can also book for that so that you give me a day within the period that you do that for me.
Yeah. So if you have specific problems, come. We'll now address those specific problems during those 9 days. This is what we want to do. We want to make sure by the second week, all our diagnostic doors will be closed. We are not doing any diagnosis, public diagnosis. So if you have any diagnosis to do, make sure it is done from now to the second week of December, so that we can have ample time to prepare all the necessary things we need to do behind the scenes, so that when you come, we can do your ritual.
Wow. The way I'm watching the first Akweside of the year, I'm even enjoying it before we start.
No, and there's going to be a Deba.
Oh, okay.
The Deba. All the high priests will come all over the place. Listen, there's going to... anybody has ever witnessed fancy dress?
Yes,
the anchors. Have you ever witnessed an anchors that is on a bamboo tree and cooking on the bamboo tree?
No, I've seen them up there, but for cooking, one of them tried to do it. He fell down. from that time, I was even afraid to.
No, this time come and watch them live.
I'll be there.
You understand?
You know Nyansa TV, you know.
Come and watch Koku, the Kokus. That's what I say we are. Wow, come and watch.
Wow. So, thank you very much for your time, and I'm super happy having you on this. Please, if you're watching us, this is what we do. We look for wherever there is information and we give them to you. The numbers are beneath the screen. Please pick the numbers. Talk to us. Talk to us. I said talk to us. Join the family. Onyamekesukrom, a place to be. Home of spirituality. Home of spirituality. Onyamekesukrom. I said home of spirituality. Pick the number. Talk to Osofo Benstil. If you want to do your diagnosis, this is the time to do it. Please do it so that you can have the year ahead of you, what is ahead of you. Don't wait till we enter the year, then you're calling Osofo, I want to quit because I'm going to do something. No. Do it now. Your resolution you're supposed to write on the 31st. Write it now. And be sure of what is ahead of you. That's it. Pick the number and talk to us. My name is Nyansa Boakwa. I bring this to a close. Remember to subscribe to the channel as we grow. Now we are 32,000 and still counting. The family is growing. Join this family. We are learning a lot. Bye for now.